Hey guys, welcome to today's food vlog in which I will show you how to make these costillas de puerco in salsa de molcajete with nopales. For today's salsa, we are going to make a quicker and easier version of salsa de molcajete. So we are going to need 7 jitomates Roma, 7 Chiles Serranos, and 1 clove of garlic. After I have washed all of my ingredients, I will place a sheet of aluminio on my comal and place everything on there on low. And as for the carne, of course, they are costillas de puerco, and 2 pounds should be enough for 2 people. And as far as the costillas go, I do like to typically ask for the thinner strips. And to cut them, you simply just cut in between the bones. It's really easy, really fast. And if you don't like meat with bones, there is another alternative. You can use trocitos de puerco, which is also pig meat, and it just has meat. There is no bone, and it is really good. And to season our costillas, we are going to use the one, the only Morton salt. I make sure that all the costillas are coated with salt, and then I will give them a mix. And then I will additionally add a little bit more salt, only because we are seasoning for the costillas as well as for the nopales that we will be adding later on. So continue to go ahead and check up on your jitomates, your chiles serranos, and your garlic, and go ahead and keep turning because you want to make sure that they are all good and cooked. And to cook the costillas, we are going to put them at a low heat. Now, as far as the nopales go, I was going to show you how I chop them, but I forgot that I had previously done them and froze them. Oops. Again, I can't stress this enough. Cook your jitomates, chiles serranos, and garlic on low and keep turning to make sure that they thoroughly get cooked all the way through. Phase 1 of your costillas cooking on low is that they will release a lot of water. And here is phase number 2, where the water is drying up and they are now starting to release aceite, aka oil. So yes, we will not add any oil today. And here we find ourselves in phase number 3, when they are releasing a lot of lard. And this is when you will know that your jitomates, chiles serranos, and your garlic is done. Everything will look, like soggy and very well cooked. You can even go ahead and give it a poke and it will poke right through. So this salsa is in fact a quicker and easier version of molcajete. So to keep that molcajete style, I am not going to peel anything off of the tomatoes or of the chiles, and we are just going to add everything in the blender. Once everything is ready to go in the blender, I will add agua al gusto, and then I will go ahead and add my salt. Again, for that molcajete feel, just give it a press on that ice crush button 3 times. So as I mentioned previously, the costillas will go ahead and release a lot of lard, manteca, aceite, whatever you want to call it. So before adding our salsa and before we finish off dorando our costillas, we do want to go ahead and remove the costillas into another plate so we can go ahead and drain out that oil, that aceite, that lard, whatever you want to call it. Once you have successfully separated all of the costillas onto a separate plate, go ahead and drain that oil out. Don't worry about that excess oil in the pan because You are going to throw them back in to finish off dorándose, and then you are going to add your nopales. Also, this salsa is really bomb with chips. I really do recommend 10 out of 10. Just as a little disclaimer, the nopales were still a little frozen, but don't trip. They will melt and everything will come together. And lastly, I don't know if this is out of habit, but I add a little bit more water in the licuadora and add it into my pan. I then just go ahead and give everything a mix, and I do go ahead and leave it on low and bring it to a boil. And then I go ahead and plate it, and then you can go ahead and add frijoles de la olla, but I didn't today. I didn't cook any, but you can add it, and it is even that much bomber. And that is it for today's food vlog. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Turn on those post notifications. That way you get notified every time I post a new video. Thank you.